Welcome back for a divisional matchup this time between the last place 2 and 5 New York Giants, who last week took a tough loss at home against Philadelphia 27-3, against the division leading Washington Commanders, who just also lost to a division rival. They lost to Dallas 24-17. However, Dallas lost today, so a win would give them sole possession of first place. Let's see how this will go. Will New York be able to win their third game of the season? They're sitting at 2 and 5. Washington at 4 and 3, looking to improve to 5 and 3, and we are officially underway. New York wearing white, Washington wearing black, and we are going to get started at around the 31 after a decent return from Washington. And here comes Jayden Daniels, and this Commanders offense hitting a little bit of a speed bump last game against Dallas, only putting up 17 points. First play of the game, it's caught McLaurin, and he gets about 9-10, and that sets him up close to a first down at 2nd and inches. This time they're gonna hand off to Brian Robinson, and he will go for about 5 yards to the 46 of Washington, and just like that, already a first down. And 1st and 10, handoff to Robinson again. Brian Robinson only 2 yards there. Sets up the ball at around the 47. 2nd and 9. Daniels, nowhere to throw. Actually, there is a way to throw. He gets it to Dyami Brown to the 37 and a Washington first down. And short pass, and that's a little behind Brian Robinson. And it's a screen, and that goes nowhere as well. 3rd and 11 coming up for Washington. And they're going to go deep, and it's picked. Intercepted by the Giants at around the 21-yard line. And Jayden Daniels makes his first mistake of the game. The rookie feeling a little bit of pressure as he throws it to the other team instead. And now out comes Drew Lock. And this New York offense, they are the only team in this league through 9 weeks to not have scored 100 points yet. They're sitting at 98 today. Will they be able to cross that 100-point mark? And Tyrone Tracy gets nowhere on that run. And 2nd and 10, Lock. And throwing out of bounds, setting up a 3rd and 10. And this one's caught. Neighbors, and he gets a first down and more. 14-yard pickup to the 35 and a giant first down. And another short pass. This time it's Robinson, and Robinson gets 7 yards, setting up a 2nd and 3. And here's Locke, and 3 straight completions. Now this one's Malik Neighbors for 12 yards and a giant first down into Washington territory. And they're going to hand off Tracy again. He doesn't get anywhere. So 2nd and 10 coming up, and he throws to Tracy. This time it's caught, and he gets 8 yards, setting up a 3rd and 2. And throws it. It's caught. Neighbors does not get the first. And a 4th down coming up, and they're going to go for a field goal. And Gano's kick is curling back, and it is good off the left upright. Giants first on the board. And so, a decent drive right there. Decent opening drive for New York. Able to capitalize off the Washington turnover. And now Washington tries again, hoping not to make the same mistake this time. Will be returned at the 7 to the 15, 20, 25, and once again gets to around the 30-yard line. And this brings Jayden Daniels and this Commanders offense back on the field. No mistakes, hopefully, this time for him, and he misses the throw to McLaurin. The pressure was mounting, and he could not make an accurate throw. 2nd and 10. Daniels throws it back across. It's McLaurin. Terry McLaurin inside New York territory, and he gets to around the 42 with 8 seconds left in the first quarter. A beautiful throw, beautiful catch, beautiful route from Terry McLaurin, and he gets all the way to the 42. First and 10, Brian Robinson. He is going to go all the way to the 30, and that'll end the first quarter with New York up 3-0. Anyways, here comes the first and 10. First play of the second quarter, we flip sides, and this one's caught. Dyami Brown gets 9 yards, and he gets close to the red zone. Looking to have the first red zone play by any team, and he's short that time. Second and 1, third and inches. Can run up the middle, and he gets nowhere. Brian Robinson stopped to a 4th and 3, so they're gonna get Zane Gonzalez out there for the field goal, and he is no good. Wide right, and New York gets the ball back. And Luck, nowhere to go, and he's sacked. That was a busted play right there, and he's gonna throw. It's caught. Malik Neighbors gets 5 yards, so he gets most of it back. Near the original line of scrimmage we go. 3rd and 11. And this one's intercepted, intended for Theo Johnson. So now both quarterbacks have thrown an interception in today's game. And that was a chance for New York to get back on the board after a missed field goal by Washington, but they squandered the opportunity. And now Washington gets a chance, and Brian Robinson, 3 straight runs on the last few drives, and they all go nowhere. 2nd and 10. This time he throws to Robinson, and Robinson gets 2 yards. And so that sets up a 3rd and 7 quickly. And Daniels had a man open, but he is sacked. Field goal time for Washington. And Zane Gonzalez misses again. Wide right once again. And the wind is not doing him any favors. And Luck, he's going to throw across. It's caught by Robinson. Robinson breaking tackles, and he gets to the 49 of New York. 1st and 10. Throws it, and he misses Tracy on the throw. Similar to the miss by Jaden Daniels. Intended for Robinson. All day to throw, and he gets it to Neighbors. Neighbors to the 34 of Washington. And it's another first down. And this one's caught. Tracy cutting back towards the middle of the field, and he gets 9 yards at the 25. 2nd and inches, throws it again. Same play to Tracy, and he gets close to the red zone. 4-yard pickup. And they're going to run it up the middle. Tracy gets into the red zone, and he gets more inside the 15 to the 13 and 8-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the first red zone play by either team. So Luck, he hasn't thrown many passes past the line of scrimmage, and that one's incomplete. Setting up a 3rd and 2, and he misses another throw. So 4th and 2 coming up for Graham Gano, and he gets the free throw off the left upright once again. So New York up 6-0. And they have crossed the 100-point mark. Well, they already did that on the first field goal, but there's 15 seconds left for Washington to make this, to give themselves the lead, and 10 seconds left. Daniels, he's going to launch it, and it is intercepted with 1 second left. So this is already his 2nd interception of the game, not known for turnovers, but he turns the ball over right there and gives New York a chance to put more points on the board. This one a 52-yarder from Gano. The kick is up, and it is good. So New York takes a 9-0 lead into halftime. And so that brings us to a recap of the Week 9 scores in this Retro Bowl season. In the AFC, we had 4 games. The first one was a 20-17 Cincinnati victory over Las Vegas. Both teams are now at 6-2 on the season. In Denver getting their 2nd win of the season against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is now 4-1, and Denver is 2-7 after the 31-24 victory. And Los Angeles Chargers keep trending in the wrong direction. A 35-16 loss to Baltimore, which puts Baltimore at 8-1 this year. Los Angeles only at 2-5-1, 3-game losing streak. Does not look pretty. And Houston up to 7-2, an impressive season so far, after they beat Indianapolis, who's 3-5-1, 24-19. And in the interconference matchups, the NFC won 5 of the 8 matchups. The first one in Buffalo, Detroit winning that one, 31-9. Detroit at 7-2, Buffalo at 6-3. And the second game was in Tampa, the best team in the league right now. The 7-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the New York Jets 27-24. Tampa at 7-1, the Jets at 6-3, and Cleveland getting their first victory. Their third victory of the season, a 17-10 victory over Arizona. Both teams are now sitting at 3-6, and at the aforementioned Dallas Cowboys, who, if Washington lost and they won, Dallas would have taken the division for now, but instead they lose to Kansas City. Kansas City at 7-2 after a 28-13 victory over Dallas, who is now at 4-1. Washington is currently at 4-3. A loss would not hurt their NFC East standing at all. In Atlanta, the 3-6 Atlanta Falcons defeat the 3-5 New England Patriots 28-13. And in Jacksonville Jaguars are now 1-3 since starting the season 4-0. They're sitting at 5-3 on the year after a 27-16 loss to the 5-4 Minnesota Vikings. There, Minnesota is on a 3-game winning streak, and now I think this could be the upset of the game. A 30-3 victory by Carolina against Miami. Carolina is now 1 game behind the play-in tournament, and Miami. Did I say Carolina? No, Carolina is a game back at the 10th place in the NFC, and Miami drops down to 3-5 on the season. They have now lost 2 straight after getting their record back up to 3-3, and another upset. The 2-6 Tennessee Titans beat the Green Bay Packers 40-31. The league's worst scoring offense, putting up 40 points, the highest so far by any team this week, which catapults them to 2-6 on the season. Green Bay falls to 3-5, and they have been on a cold streak. They started out 2-4, 1-5 since, and the one NFC game so far, Seattle with the upset. They're currently now 2-7 after a 31-13 victory over Los Angeles, who has dropped 3 in a row. Anyways, that was all the scores for Week 9. And, of course, this one you can see is 9-0 currently. Anyways, let's get back to the second half. And it'll start with Washington kicking the ball off. New York scored on 3 field goals to give themselves a 9-0 advantage, and they are now at the 29 after a decent return. And this one's caught. Neighbors turns around, spins, and he is going to go to the 41. And same play, and he misses again. Drew Lock has been and he throws it away this time. And so 3rd and 10 coming up. And this one's caught by Neighbors, and he will get the first down. And he's going to get to Washington territory. A 17-yard completion from Lock to Neighbors. And Drew Lock is sacked. There was by Washington, and tally another sack for this Washington defense. Wide open this time is Tyrone Tracy for a 13-yard gain to set up a 3rd and 3. And Tracy gets the first down on the run and gets 6 yards. So they're now at the 28-yard line. New York is pounding on the doorstep of the red zone. Drew Lock all day to throw, and he found a man wide open, and he dropped it. That would have been a touchdown had he held on. But it's going to be 2nd and 10 instead. And so here's Lock. Looking to throw, and he makes the catch, breaking the tackle. This is Robinson for 15 yards inside the red zone once again. 1st and 10, New York. And short pass caught. Neighbors, 10, 5, breaks a tackle. Touchdown, New York Giants. They're up 15-0 on Washington currently, and looking to make it 16-0 or 17-0. And the kick by Gano is good. And so it is 16-0. And Washington's offense is struggling to put up points. Who would have known? And they're all the way up to the 32. A decent return for 26 yards. 1st and 10. Here's Daniels, and he makes the throw. It's caught, and McLaurin breaks free. And he's going to go all the way inside Giants territory. Inside the 30. And the 25, 20. And he is down at the 18. A 51-yard pitch and catch from Jaden Daniels to Terry McLaurin. And so they're going to be set up inside the red zone for their first play inside the red zone this game. And he's going to go wide open. Dyami Brown makes the catch. He makes a man miss, and he's in for a touchdown. Washington is back in this game. And under pressure, Jaden Daniels making the right decision. And he threw it to the right guy, who was able to make the right moves to get in for a touchdown. And they're going to go for 2. Daniels looking to throw. It's caught. Dyami Brown. And now it's 16-8. Washington looking to come back. And this one is going to get taken out to the 26, a 20-yard return. There's 23 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And this one's caught. And Malik Neighbors stiff arms a man at 15 yards after getting put. And then he gets pushed out of bounds. Run game Tracy. Tracy breaks a few tackles and he gets 5 yards. And this will likely... No, it won't. Almost said it would take us to the end of the third. And Neighbors, he is a little short of the first down marker. At the end of the 3rd quarter, it is 16-8. New York trying to hold on. Can Washington mount a late comeback? Find out at the beginning of the 4th quarter on BMC. And so we flip sides one last time. And 3rd and inches. Lock looks to throw, and Neighbors is short. He is short, and New York is going to go for it on 4th down. And he's got an open man. It's caught Theo Johnson. 8-yard pickup on 4th and 2. Giants move the sticks. And so this time it's short. Another short throw. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10. And Lock looking to throw. It's caught. Stiff arm. It's Wan'Dale Robinson inside the 30 at the 29. New York trying to put an end to this late comeback attempt from Washington. And not going to do so on that play. 2nd and 10. And this one's dropped by Robinson. 3rd and 10. And short pass caught. Neighbors. He has got the first down. 11-yard pickup on 3rd and 10. And 1st and 10 once again. Lock throwing. Caught. Neighbors inside the 9, inside the 5, touchdown, and this should put an end to it. And Washington just did not make the plays they needed to at the beginning of the game, and New York is capitalizing now. And Gano's extra point is up and good. And so it is now currently 23-8. And This will be returned by Washington to around the 26-yard line. And so we'll see if a late comeback attempt can be salvaged from this. And Daniels going to look to throw. And he's got an out route, and it's dropped. Intended for McLaurin, and this brings up 2nd and 10. Daniels has already thrown 2 interceptions. Got to be careful here. He makes the catch, and this is 16 yards. And it moves the chains for Washington. And Daniels again, he's looking to throw, trying to put on a clinic here, and 10-yard pickup from Terry McLaurin. And no timeouts being used yet. And Daniels looking to throw, and makes the catch as McLaurin. We're inside a minute left to play. They need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and another touchdown. And McLaurin gets to around the 24. So they are moving the ball, and they are moving it quickly. And Daniels is sacked. 40 seconds left. And this one is dropped. 35 seconds remaining. It's 3rd and 16. Daniels has to get it off, and he's sacked. 4th down, they gotta go for it. It's 4th and 22. Daniels looks to throw. It's overthrown. And that should do it. And Locke gonna hand it off to Tracy for a yard. And that'll burn off some clock. And it's gonna be caught by Neighbors. Another short pass for 3 yards. 5 down to 4. And now Locke just gonna take a knee. And it is over. New York has defeated Washington. And now, actually, Dallas takes over the division lead for now. New York gets their 3rd win of the season. Washington drops to 4-4. And they are going to be facing the best team in the league next week. The best team in the NFC, next week. On the road, they'll face the 7-1 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for New York, they'll get an easier game, but this time on the road against Cleveland. They are now up to 3-5 on the season, and they have done an incredible job these last few weeks. After starting out 0-3, they are 3-2 since then, a team with no expectations, and they are currently sitting in the 9th place spot. They will be in the postseason as of today. Will they be able to hold on to this position? We'll see at the end of the season.